Hi YouTube, it's Molly, and today I wanted to talk about my goals for 2014, or 2015. See? Still haven't gotten that right. It's already more than halfway through the month, I think, maybe. I don't know when it is. It's the 14th. It's halfway through the month. And I haven't really made any goals for this year. I hate New Year's resolutions, so we're not going to call them that. And they're not really New Year's resolutions at all. But part of what I wanted to talk about really was why I think I've been struggling a little bit lately in terms of goals, especially. I feel like part of the reason why I'm struggling with things, or at least thinking that I'm struggling with things, is that I don't really have concrete goals right now. And a lot of that is due to the nature of things that are really what I want to do. So one of the things that I really, really, really want to get into is triathlons. And I'm also just completely in love with like Spartan Race and Tough Mudder. And I cannot wait to do another Spartan Race. Like, hands down, one of the best days of my life was doing the Biggest Loser Spartan Race. And next time I'm just going to go all out and do the full-on Spartan. Because literally the only difference was about 2 miles of nothing but running. But I did every obstacle within the Spartan Race. They just cut off like 2-mile run in the middle for Biggest Loser. I was like, could have done that. So because of where I am right now with my life, I am not able to schedule any of those kinds of things, like a triathlon or a Spartan race. So I can kind of have these, like, I'm going to work towards those things, but I don't have any concrete, like, oh, I'm doing a triathlon on this date and I'm working towards that specific event. And I think that's really hurting me right now. And that is entirely because I'm graduating in 4 months and don't know the slightest about what I'm doing afterwards. So I have no idea if I'm going to be staying in New England, if I'm going to be moving towards home, if I'm going to be moving across the country. Like, no idea what I'm doing 4 months from now. So I can't really schedule any of those things that are really what I want to be working towards and what I really enjoy training for and doing. And those things really motivate me. I just can't do that right now. I can't make that goal because I don't know where to sign up for a race. I don't know, and obviously I'm kind of thinking in the back of my mind, like, oh, I should be doing this to kind of get ready for that. But it's completely different when you have something set up and you have a concrete goal to work towards. So I think that's part of my, like, exercise slump right now. I really want a triathlon or a Spartan race to work towards right now, but that's just not going to happen. And it's unfortunate, but I'm really excited for graduating and kind of maybe getting down towards more of a normal life schedule, which clearly hasn't been a thing for the past 2 years. So I'm kind of really excited for the next 4 months to be over and kind of get to a place in my life where I know where I'm going to be living for more than a couple months at a time, and I know, kind of more of a daily routine versus being in the robotics lab until God knows what hour of the night, and then being like, oh, it's 4 in the morning, I can't go to the gym now, I should probably try to sleep for the 2 hours before I have to wake up again. So that's probably enough rambling about that. So I guess part of this video is to hold myself accountable. I did not want to jump on any New Year's bandwagons, but here I am to jump on the New Year's bandwagon. When I started seeing people posting about the 200 workouts in 2015, I was just like, meh. There's no, like, end goal, like, oh, I want to work towards a triathlon, or I want to work towards this. And then I really started thinking about it, and because I haven't been able to, schedule those things and work towards any of those things because of my current living situation and school and all of that, I think this 200 workouts in 2015 is an excellent way to motivate my butt to do something 4 to 5 times a week, which is what it works out to, I think. Quick math. Yeah, 4 point something. 4 to 5 times a week to do something and make it count and feel good about it, even if there isn't one specific ultimate goal of my workout regimen. It's not, I'm going to run this race or I'm going to complete that. But I think this is exactly the type of goal that I could use in my life right now to give me something to work towards, even though it's not what I normally like to work towards. And then once I move, my plan is to hardcore get into triathlons and some of the better obstacle course kind of races. And I'm super excited for that. But until then, I am 14 days late on starting, but I can make that up. And so here I am to tell you that I'm going to complete 200 workouts in 2015, and I'm going to try to hold myself accountable to this. I'm going to post on my page, which I talked about before. I'm switching over more to posting on my page versus my Facebook because of the whole Facebook cracking down on real names and all of that. So I'm switching over more to using my page, and every time I have a workout, I'm going to post on my page what I did for that workout. So if you're interested in what I'm doing, or just want to check up on me and be like, hey, you're not doing anything, check out my Facebook page. I'm going to try to post there and keep myself accountable and maybe help keep some other people accountable. And, if you see somebody else doing something, you're like, hey, maybe I should get off my ass and stop watching people's YouTube videos and go for a run. Also, watching people's YouTube videos, excellent things for doing while sitting on a bike. Just saying, I've done that a lot. I think most of the time when I get to watch videos now is probably while sitting on a bike in the gym or on an elliptical or whatever it is, but that's when I get to catch up on some of you people, which is probably why nobody ever sees me commenting anymore, because it's really hard to comment while on an elliptical. But I do still try to watch as much as possible. I'm just a crazy senior in a robotics engineering school. So that is one of my goals for 2015. In terms of a food, I wanted an exercise and a food nutrition related thing. Two more less concrete things, just kind of like my workout, I consider less concrete because I'm not working towards a specific end goal besides 200 workouts. Back to tracking more religiously. I used to have a 400 and some day MyFitnessPal streak, and I went to Australia and I screwed up my streak, and I just kind of lost motivation because I wasn't able to measure and weigh everything while I was abroad. And then I came back and I just kind of had fallen used to just guessing, and then it was well, if I'm just guessing, why am I tracking it all? And I've been getting back to tracking. That's really been helping me. So one of my goals for this year is to get back to tracking everything every day and measuring and weighing as much as I can. But then just because I can't measure or weigh something, don't just say, oh, screw it, I'm not tracking today, I'm going to eat whatever I want. I'm going to, get back in that mindset of I'm going to guesstimate as much as possible. And just because I can't, if I'm eating out or, grabbing something here or there, just because I'm doing that doesn't mean that I can just say screw it for the whole day and start tracking again tomorrow. So I'm really going to try to get back to the way I used to be, with being almost anal about it. And I know that doesn't work for some people, but tracking for me is probably what I would consider the single most beneficial thing I've done for myself on this journey. And I know that I wouldn't have lost 170 pounds without tracking, and I wouldn't be sustaining that loss without the tracking. And hopefully getting back to tracking more religiously will help me not only sustain that 170-pound weight loss, but hopefully up that weight loss to 200 pounds. So there's that. And then the one other food nutrition related thing is cutting wheat down to a bare minimum. I have mentioned before the huge motivation that reading like Wheat Belly and Grain Brain for me have been, and I'm in the process of rereading both of those right now, and that's really helping kick me in the ass. But I'm really getting back into experimenting more with wheat alternatives, because after 2 years of just being like crazy strict low carb, like eat nothing but cheese and chicken and cottage cheese and leafy greens, you do want some bread or a muffin or whatever. And I fell into that pit of like, oh my god, I've eaten so strictly for so long, I'm gonna have these things occasionally. Well, what I really need to do is switch over to those things occasionally need to be a wheat-free alternative to those things. So I've really been getting back into experimenting with all of that kind of baking, and I think really my goal for 2015 is to be as wheat-free as possible. I did completely wheat-free for an entire year after surgery, and I do not doubt one bit that being completely wheat-free for that first year was a huge reason I lost so much weight in the first year, as well as just feeling amazing. I did not feel lethargic at all. I didn't hurt, joints and everything. Like, the feeling that I got from cutting all of the wheat is amazing. And ever since I've started letting wheat kind of slip back into things, I don't feel as freaking amazing as I did before. So 2015 is going to be as wheat-free as possible and tracked as much as possible, and at least 200 workouts. So those are my goals for this year. I encourage you to follow my page and follow my workouts and kick me in the ass if I need it, because we all need a good kick in the ass once in a while. So I think that's all I got for you today, guys. Have a great day.